I'm back.
Lukewarm take of the week.
What she say? She goes, oh yeah, you gotta give him that hot tour and spit on that thing. You get me? That shit was funny when I saw that.
Just because someone makes a commentary video or a drama video, that doesn't mean that video is inherently slop. I know the word doesn't have an official meaning, but to me, I'd say it's low quality content that's being made solely to make money with little or no thought or care and little to no value to the viewer. It's cheap, it's lazy, it's poorly made, and generally mass produced, similar to what content farms make. I'm gonna start by ranting about why I think these videos aren't so great, and I think it has to do with the fact that nothing much of substance is actually being said in these videos. Words are being said, but nothing is registering because these videos are filled with unedited, unscripted, mindless, superfluous yapping that drags on for up to half an hour. The person speaking is either constantly repeating stuff, going on unrelated tangents, or saying nothing of value for the sole purpose of desperately padding out a runtime. They're not even good at explaining the situations they're talking about because they can't even be bothered to stay on topic for more than 5 seconds.
Is he playing with like his elbow? Like they... It's like Fear and Hunger. It's like they cut off his arms, they cut off his legs. He's just playing with his elbow.
What the hell are you talking about? I come out of these videos feeling like I've just watched 20 minutes of nothing. They are 5% good content, 95% nonsense. How hard is it to just cut out all of the unnecessary bullshit and just give me what I clicked on the video for? Most of these videos are supposed to be summaries, so fucking summarize it. Shut your fucking mouth and get to the goddamn point. Most of these videos could be summarized in 1 to 2 sentences. They could easily be a minute at most, but they're stretched to 20 minutes talking about a single fucking tweet. I am sick of seeing videos that are 20 to 30 minutes that should have been 5. How the fuck do you talk for this long and somehow manage to say nothing at the same time? Honestly, I don't even mind videos with a long runtime. If the content of that video justifies the runtime, then I don't really care. My problem is these videos are so much longer than they need to be because these YouTubers don't know when to shut the fuck up. I think a reason why these videos feel so nothing is because these creators don't really care about the topics they're covering. They're just forcing themselves to talk about a situation for money. And the more they talk, the more money they make. It doesn't matter if what they're saying is actually good or not. It's easier for someone to talk about a topic when they're genuinely interested about the subject and have something that they want to say and is worth saying. When one of these commentary YouTubers makes a video, they're not talking because they have something they believe is worth saying. They're talking about nothing for as long as they can to drag out their video out of obligation to milk a situation for as much money as possible. Look me in the eyes and tell me with a straight face that Pegasus the Twink made 10 videos on Mr. Beast because he genuinely had something so important to say that it required him to talk for this long. Fuck no. Bro did not give a shit. I have a fart fetish, and I want to make this abundantly clear. The criticisms I'm making are not bad in a vacuum. It all depends on the execution. Just because one YouTuber didn't do it right doesn't mean it can't be done. There are many ways to make a good YouTube video, and in theory, you can do anything you want in your videos and make it work, as long as you put in the effort to make it entertaining for the viewer. But these creators just aren't doing that. These videos are so boring and vapid. I have zero urge to go back and revisit any of them because it's almost like they're made to be forgotten. I feel like this is a criticism you can make on YouTube content as a whole right now, but I think that's a video for another day. My point is, I wouldn't mind creators doing this if they were actually saying something original, funny, new, interesting, informative, or at least giving a semblance of a thought-provoking opinion. Literally anything to keep the video entertaining. I clicked for insightful commentary, so give it to me, goddammit! You don't have to make some absolute cinematic masterpiece or insanely detailed video essay. If you want to just get on the mic and quickly spit your take, that's fine, but at least like a retard on the internet, and most of the times, it's the latter. I am tired of clicking on videos only to find out it is a waste of time.
Probably order lunch soon.
Hi, say something interesting or kindly get the fuck out of my recommended, please! The titles and thumbnails are so intentionally vague that you have no idea if watching the video is a waste of time or not, and you won't until you've actually watched it.
True.
Honestly, it's probably not worth watching, even if they say like one good line or one thing actually worth noting. I don't want to waste my time watching 20 minutes of nothing for 30 seconds of actual substance or good content buried in your video. It is the equivalent of breaking open an entire king crab just to get meat that's the size of Hassan Abi's cock.
I wonder if there's a McDonald's around here.
Christ the Redeemer, absolutely brilliant.
There he is! Fucking right to the left side of the cheese!
What makes these slop videos even worse is not just the fact that they're bad, it's the fucking overwhelming amount of them. It's one thing to have one shitty video recommended to you, but when you have dozens and dozens and dozens of them flooding the recommended, it gets very annoying very quickly. And if it was like one creator doing this one time, I don't think it would be that big of an issue, but it seems like every commentary YouTuber nowadays is doing this. We even have new no personality accounts popping up and copying each other. These creators definitely have a quantity over quality mentality. They're just uploading whatever poorly made slop video for the sake of uploading so that they can scrape the barrel of their YouTube ad revenue. And because they're so low quality, the non-existent time and effort it takes to make them always makes them profitable to produce, even if they get like a few thousand views. In other words, they're successful because they're using the same tactics as a fucking content farm, mass producing low quality videos as quickly as possible with absolutely zero regard for quality control. These videos are not well made and they are
See, guys, I'm here streaming nothing of value with no quality control. But you know it takes a lot of effort because I'm sitting here on camera all day. So, at least there's that.
being pumped out ad nauseum to milk a situation for all it's worth. You guys are flooding the recommended with lazy, mass-produced garbage. No shit, people are gonna be annoyed by that. I know commentary channels bring attention to situations that genuinely need attention and clowning on people who deserve it, blah blah blah. But that charm is starting to quickly wear off when it is this many videos, okay? It is too much! Not to mention, these videos are so poorly made that they don't do a good job covering the situations that they're talking about. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't think these creators really give a shit about spreading awareness. Like, let's stop the bullshit. I understand it's like a mutual thing where both parties benefit, and I think the spreading awareness argument is a good argument, just not when the videos are this bad. I'm gonna elaborate more in the next section. Also, I'm getting really tired of these thumbnails. I can't wait to log into YouTube and see hundreds of videos with vague titles like "The blank situation is blank," as well as thumbnails that say shit like "He's done," "He's finished," "He's finally finished." Are you fucking edging him or something? How many times are you gonna say it's over before it's actually over? I know what makes a good or bad title and thumbnail is very subjective, and again, in a vacuum, these thumbnails and titles are not bad. Sometimes. I'll try and explain what I don't like. These thumbnails and titles are not bad. Sometimes. I'll try and explain what I don't like. Personally, I do not like thumbnails that are AI generated being recommended to me, and that's pretty self-explanatory why. Get that shit out of my fucking face. I also don't like how vague most of these titles and thumbnails are. The new allegations are seriously disturbing. What the fuck are you talking about? Another reason I dislike these vague clickbaity thumbnails is because I'm starting to realize a lot of these videos are just re-uploaded live streams or glorified reaction videos disguised as normal videos. I don't mind people re-uploading live streams, but when they're made to trick a viewer into watching thinking it's a normal YouTube video is when it really pisses me off. But honestly, the biggest reason why I hate these thumbnails so much is because I am so burnt out from seeing what is essentially the same thumbnail everywhere, because everyone is just copying each other. I understand trends come and go, and I don't expect everyone to be 100% original, but Jesus fuck, man, I don't think I've seen such an insane amount of blatant copying and unoriginality on YouTube in such a long time. It's almost like when one of these thumbnails gets popular, suddenly you have 50 other channels doing the exact same thing. It is ridiculous. I am sick of seeing the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I understand y'all want views and y'all want money, and this is easy money, but as a viewer, this sucks. This really sucks. I don't know how many more videos like this I can take before I actually fucking explode.
I'm proud of my son.
Y'all low-key sleeping on Roblox porn.
Because these videos are being pumped out as quickly as possible with seemingly zero regard for quality control, misinformation and oversights are becoming more and more common. This problem goes a lot deeper, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna highlight a few examples so you get the general idea. I'm gonna use Pyro as an example, and while I am a huge Pyro fan, the videos on Pyro Live are, not well researched, to the point where it's become a running joke among his fans. His videos are littered with inaccuracies that the average viewer is just not gonna know about, so they're just gonna believe what he says is true. His video about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, for example, was so bad that his fans started clowning on him in the comments. He got so much shit wrong in this video, and it was more than just him mispronouncing names. I'm gonna leave a link to a list of all of the things he got wrong in this video if you want more details. It's very obvious he did not give a shit while making this. Pyro himself openly admits he's not a rap fan and he's not suitable to be covering this situation. Yet
Why
he
did
does
you?
so anyway. Why? And keep in mind, Pyro is just one example from one creator. This type of thing is pretty common among slop videos. They're generally very uninformed, have little to no research, and are filled with inaccurate or just straight up false information. The average viewer probably shouldn't trust the information in these videos to be actually true, and I'm a bit concerned about creators potentially spreading misinformation while talking about some very serious topics. One example of this is the situation with Nuxtaku and Taiga. I'm not even gonna get into that shit. This video is already getting too long as it is. Pyro made a video on this situation if you want to watch that. Oh, what's that? Pyro doesn't actually talk about the Nuxtaku situation in his video about the Nuxtaku situation, and instead just mindlessly talks about vaguely related topics for 14 minutes? Wow, amazing. Very cool, Pyro. Thank you so much. I'm also gonna bring up the dozens of videos on Mr. Beast and Dogpack. The Mr. Beast drama is so much more convoluted and confusing than it needs to be, thanks to the abundance of poorly made videos being uploaded on the topic. There is so much misinformation with Dogpack 404 that most people have no idea what the fuck is going on. And when I say misinformation, I'm not talking about that as in my opinion. I'm talking about claims that Dogpack has brought against Mr. Beast that he has since retracted because they were proven false and he has publicly admitted were wrong. Serious allegations like someone being a domestic abuser and a group chat having CP. Let me repeat that. This person falsely alleged someone was a domestic abuser and alleged someone else of having a group chat with CP and spread this to an audience of 2 million people. Do you guys not understand how serious of a fuck up this is? I'm not defending Mr. Beast, and I don't think he is innocent of everything he's been accused of, but Dogpack's dishonesty has really ruined his credibility and weakened his case against Mr. Beast. And most people don't know about this stuff because these YouTubers are not doing a good job reporting on the situation. Are you seriously telling me that out of the 15 Mr. Beast videos that Pegasus made, the James Warren abuse and CP allegations being proven false was never brought up once? He just regurgitated this false allegation from Dogpack and never bothered addressing it? Fucking what? And I'm aware he said allegedly in his video, and whenever I see a YouTuber use the term allegedly, I give them a pass because they're just a third-party reporter giving their opinion. But holy shit, Pegasus is really pushing that limit. These videos are so fucking bad. He's just making uninformed slop and regurgitating stupid bullshit because he's too much of a lazy moron to actually do his own research. God, he pisses me off so fucking much.
This nigga is trash.
Pegasus is the worst example, but a lot of YouTubers are like this nowadays. It's really fucking annoying. I'm not saying every Mr. Beast video is bad, but for every good one, there's like 5 bad ones. You guys aren't spreading awareness. You are muddying the waters and wasting people's time. And if you genuinely cared about spreading awareness, would it not be better to make sure that these videos are as accurate, well-made, and concise as possible, rather than having them be a 3-hour, stretched-out, poorly made, uninformed slop fest that's being made to milk a situation for money?
Mr. Beast is just an
Do you see why I say the spreading awareness argument doesn't work when the videos are this bad? These situations are actively more confusing because of these videos. I somehow feel less informed after watching them. How is that even possible?
Boys, girls, dogs, elders. There's nobody I won't fight.
While I was making this video, 2 other creators also made videos on the topic, and those videos have since been taken down. And while I feel these videos miss the mark in many ways, the response from these commentary YouTubers have said so many things that I disagree with on such a fundamental level. I'm gonna save that for another video, but for now, I want to say a few things. I feel like a lot of people want to avoid the criticism towards these videos by saying stuff like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And I mean, I think the misinformation stuff is really important that shouldn't be disregarded, but misinformation aside, I think it's important to keep in mind that most of this criticism is coming from fans of commentary who are now having that genre of content ruined for them, and fans of these creators who want better content from you guys. Pyrocynical used to be one of my favorite YouTubers, and now I barely watch any of his videos. Honestly, hearing him say that he knows his videos are slop but he still makes them anyways was extremely disappointing to me, but I guess Pyro needed more money for his fat fucking degenerate furry shit, so. Then there's the money thing. A big reason why these videos are being made is because these creators are lazy and they just want easy money. And most of these creators admit that their content is slop, so they're fully aware their output is bad, but they still do it anyways. Honestly, the idea of I'm just gonna upload whatever low quality and low effort slop content to make as much money as possible because my fans will just watch it anyways isn't exactly a mentality that I fuck with personally. Trust me, I get it, you want to make money and that's fine. But personally, I think there needs to be some quality control, because this mentality of solely focusing on monetary gain and nothing else is probably why a lot of content on YouTube is so fucking bad nowadays. I really miss when YouTubers actually gave a shit about the videos they made. Yeah, their objective was to make money, but they still cared. And for anyone saying, oh, but these creators, they're self-aware. They know their content is bad, so that makes it okay, right? No. I don't want to hate on anyone trying to chase that bag, like, go off. But these videos really fucking suck, and people are going to say that. Regardless of if it makes money, if you make shitty content, people are still gonna say that it's shitty. That's just the way that it is. Making money doesn't make the video better. This is why people were clowning on Morgs, or Quabblecop AI, or reaction channels for the dog shit that they were uploading. There's a market for all of these things, and they make a ton of money. That don't make their content any less shit. Just because it makes money, or just because there's a market for it, that doesn't mean it's automatically good, or it's immune to criticism or mockery. But at the end of the day, it's your channel. You can do what you want. Yeah, it might make money, but if people want to have an opinion that these videos are slop, or annoying, or derivative, or lazy, or just straight up fucking bad, they're gonna say that. And if that really does bother these creators that much, the only solution is to improve the content. Again, just my opinion, and that's all I have to say for now. Love you guys. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really tired. So I might start streaming again today, but maybe not. I take